Paul Coffey been, not only just on you, but just your defensive unit as a whole?
Yeah, when you get a coach like that, who's played the game, harps on making plays, I think it helps us out, helps us confidence-wise, and it's been good for us.
Second row on the left, Mark.
Okay, no better guy to ask about Evan's shot than the goaltender who faces him in practice all the time. We see it from the press box, looks really hard and really accurate. Is there anything about that shot that's maybe different than other guys that we wouldn't know?
Nothing. It's really easy. Real easy to stop. I stop you probably 90% of the time, I'd say. Eh?
Sure.
Yeah. No, he's obviously got a bomb. You've been able to see the last few games. He's able to shoot it through guys. I think that's a big thing for him, is that he just somehow finds a way to get through everybody, which makes it hard for a goalie. But even on clean looks, it just goes posting in, bar down. Like, you always hear ting when he shoots it and when he scores. So it's pretty incredible, and it's a hard thing to do.
Third row on the right, Ryan.
Stu, obviously third round here, the deeper you go, the pressure goes up and the spotlight goes up for all of the players. How do you kind of prepare yourself for what's to come here in round 3?
Same thing. I think going about it the same way. I think we got a good pre-scout, just like how we've done the last 2 rounds. Obviously, we've been able to play Dallas, I believe, 4 times or 3 to 4 times this season. So I was able to get a good look for them because I didn't play 2 of them. So I was able to, watch and, kind of do my own scouting, I guess, for progress and process, I should say, sorry. And, I think nothing too much to change. I think just kind of sticking to my game plan facing any team.
Evan, some of your teammates have talked about you understanding the risk-reward factor. How do you balance that, and how has that sort of gotten better for you as this season in particular has gone on when it comes to helping the team but also not hurting the team at the other end?
I think that's a big part of, I think a step in growth that I've taken this year is the risk-reward factor, especially at this point in the season. Smallest mistakes usually end up the back of your net or momentum swing, so I think it's really important for myself to really weigh that and take it into consideration.
First row on the right, Derek.
Stuart, Joe Pavelski is probably one of the best tippers of the puck in the league, I guess. As a goaltender, how do you combat that? Because he gets to stick on everything, it's seemingly like. How do you kind of try and combat that?
Yeah, from a goalie perspective, those are definitely some of the toughest ones to stop. Joe scored on me a few times like that. You said it. He's probably the best in the league at it. He somehow he's able to find tips from any sort of direction, which is very impressive. So it just makes my job a little bit harder, but I'm definitely up for the challenge. And going through that against him, against a bunch of the players on Dallas, it's just going to make me a better goalie at the end of it. So it's a really good challenge for me to face.
Back middle, Bob.
Oh, okay. Evan, this is for you. You've got a really good relationship with Ryan McLeod. He had a tough moment against Vancouver. You guys are going to need Ryan in this series. He's going to be playing a lot of minutes. Is there any sort of discussion that takes place with the guys, or does that just come with the territory in terms of you got to be able to handle scenarios like that?
I think you kind of got to be able to handle scenarios like that. He's confidence, his playmaking, skating's a big part of it. Like you said, he's going to be a big part of the run going forward. I don't think you have to say too much to him. He's a professional. He knows what happened. I think that's what at this level what it takes to get years forgetting about it and moving on, and expect great things from him going forward.
Second row on the left, Mark.
Stu, you're like a bit of a student of the game. There's some older guys on that Dallas team that have been around a long time. The Suitors played 1,500 games. Like 4 guys, 1,000 games, no cups. So they're going to come at you with a little bit of a different, there's something that you can't have when you've played 500 games than that guy. When you put yourself in your shoes, you're younger, you want the cup bad, I get it. And those guys are coming at you with a little bit of a different angle. What are your thoughts of a veteran guy that hangs around that long? It's maybe near the end, trying to win.
That's a bit of a difficult question to answer, to be honest with you. Not too sure. I'm really not too sure. Just talking about guys who have a veteran presence, I mean, we got a ton of them as well. So I mean, it's going to be a challenge going both ways. A lot of great players on both teams. Obviously, they got an incredible amount of experience as well as we do. For myself, I believe I've gotten a solid amount of playoff experience. I've been able to play Dallas, been able to play these guys a few times through the past couple of years, so past 3 years actually. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how many games they have, doesn't matter how many games we have. My job is pretty simple. It's keep the puck out of the net. So that's all I gotta. That's my job description. That's what I'm going to do.
We'll take a couple
do
more.
my best, anyways. No, you're good.
Ryan, back right.
Everyone's talked so much about the Dallas Stars being this team that's been built from within, homegrown, but both of you are examples of how Edmonton's grown from within as well, and this is for both of you. How would you describe what this organization has done to prepare guys from the minute they get drafted to the minute they get here, so that way, when you look at the culture, not only you understand what the standard is, but you can go compete with the Dallases, the Edmontons, the Tampas, these teams that have built from within and have been able to have success that way?
Go ahead.
I think since being drafted, coming in here, they kind of wanted to engrave a winning mindset. They had a lot of years prior where they didn't have the success. I think the guys here have learned from that, built from that, and I think they want guys coming in to know that this is a winning organization. They won in the past. We have the team to win it here this year. We have potential in the room to win it. We got a lot of experience, like Stu said. So I think since the first day, engraving that mindset, having guys, really preach that is important.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. Obviously, everyone's had different roads to get to what our team looks like today. So I think just combining all that experience, and we've been able to really grow with each other this season as well. I mean, looking back on it, we've been through a lot, obviously, as a group. So I think just being able to go through what we have that we've had to go through has just brought us as a team a lot closer, and we just have a solid brotherhood now. So we're going to definitely need that moving forward.
Center left, Gene.
For both of you, you have to carry yourself as kind of mature young men who are a big part of the Oilers. What about the kid in you thinking about where you're at and what might be around the corner with one series to win and then potentially another one and just getting to what I'm sure you guys have thought about since you were little?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. I mean, this is what you've been hoping for ever since you're a little kid, being able to go into the third round of playoffs, and obviously you want to make it all the way. But I think a big thing for both of us, I mean, just for everybody in general, I'm sure everybody in this situation feels the same way, is you can't jump too far ahead. But that little kid in you is just, I mean, what an exciting moment it is for all of us to, be able to be here, being able to have this interview with you guys at this time of year. It's pretty amazing, and I wasn't able to do that last year, and so it's a pretty amazing feeling, and definitely something for all of us to be proud of. But there's a lot of work to be done.
Kyle, back left.
Hey, Stuart, just curious, as you and Calvin navigated last round the way it did, does that bring you guys closer together as goalie partners, or how does that kind of evolve as you guys lean on each other in the most important moments of your season?
Yeah, I think it really depends on the guy, and with Calvin, I can definitely tell you it's brought us extremely close. I absolutely love that guy. I mean, you saw after we were able to get that win how we just hugged each other for, it felt like 5 minutes. It was great. We really appreciate each other. We really work hard together every single day. We compete against each other, but at the same time, there's so much love there. There's so much, we've been able to build a really good friendship. So in this perspective, I mean, any playoff run that you go for, you need two goalies for sure. And with me and Cal, I mean, we have a great bond with each other. We click well.
Last one, Ryan.
Evan, I'm not sure if you heard, we were asking Ryan Nugent-Hopkins about you after the last game, and he said, I think he's realizing he's a bit of an animal. Your thoughts on, do you feel more in touch with the primal side of your game, or what do you make of that?
I couldn't tell you, honestly. I don't know which way to go with this answer, but I'm going to let you interpret that whatever way you want.